Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I know I look different. That is because I was about going to bed already. I never thought of making any video today, and this video is just kind of impromptu video, and I decide to make it.
Bad man, what you wanna do? What you wanna do? Oh shit, bad man.
I hardly make videos like this. I don't think I've ever done any video like this before, but something caught my attention from the onset of all the story. I'm going to give you all the rundown, but something caught my attention. That's why I'm doing this video. I haven't done any video like this before. So, if you are familiar with Netflix, almost everybody visit Netflix. You guys must have seen this movie that came out. Is it not October or November of 2020? If you haven't seen the film I'm talking about, I'm going to leave the picture of the poster. One of the posters of the movie, I'm going to leave it here. Is a Netflix original film. It was premiered on Netflix either October or November. The film actually talked about women that are being sent to Europe for trafficking, women that are trafficked to Europe for prostitution, for exploitation. So that's basically what the film talked about. And for the fact that I was born and raised in Benin City, you know, if you want to tell any story, if anyone want to tell any trafficking, any story that has to do with Italy, trafficking, women traveling there to do other things, you must include Benin, like the Benins, the place I was born and brought up. You must include that place. If you never include Benin City for trafficking story, you never complete. So when I watched the movie, I wasn't satisfied. For me, the movie was overhyped. I was seeing this movie everywhere. That was why I watched the movie. I was seeing it every corner, every angle. I think the producer of the movie is Mo Abudu. Mo, yes. So I watched the movie. When I watched the movie, I wasn't satisfied. I was just like, the movie is just there. The film movie. It was just there. There was nothing special about it that it was hyped all over this place, on all social media. The movie was just overhyped. I watched the movie, and for the fact that I was born and raised in Benin City, and I used to live in Italy. I lived in Italy for almost 8 years. I watched the movie and the story they were trying to tell. I wasn't impressed at all. Let me just put it that way. I've watched other trafficking related movies that are not hyped to this level, that tells the story more than this Oloture I'm talking about. So I've watched other less hyped movie that tell the story they are trying to tell more than this. So I wasn't impressed. I just watched it. I left it. So a few days ago, I was just going on YouTube, doing my normal thing, watching videos, notification on people that I'm subbed to. I don't know. I just bumped on a woman, an Orobo woman. She says she's 40 years old, so she's a woman. She said Oloture, the movie, this very movie we are talking about, she said the movie is her story. And I was like, her story? Let me listen to her. I listened to the woman, like she said the story from the onset, when she was in school, how her friend, Ifweko, how her friend Ifweko died, another one Ivie died, and she has so many things that she wants to know about trafficking, because her friend Ifweko was trafficked and later came back, and before she could even get to Ifweko had already died. So the things were just personal for her. And this woman, she's an investigative journalist. Her name is Tobore Ovurie. That's her surname. I don't want to murder her surname, but I know her first name is Tobore. So she said after that she was practicing as an investigative journalist. So someone called her to go interview about 6 or 7 women that are waiting to be trafficked to Europe. So she wanted to go interview these women, but at the end of the day, she gave the person that called her for the job a proposal, like, don't worry, I want to be among, like, I want to be inside so I can get more of the story. So that was when she got inside, and according to her, so many things happened to her, so many things. Like she said in 2013 or 14, 12, it should be 13 or 14, she published the story with one media house. She published the story like that. So with the way she told her story, I'm somebody that doesn't listen to one-sided story. She told it, so it was almost an hour interview, almost an hour. How she even fell into depression till date, about 6-7 years ago that this thing happened. She's still on therapy. So she was admitted. She's in therapy. She's still living on drugs. Even when even when the investigation happened, that because she was raped, like she said, many things happened to her. She lost her relationship. She lost so many things. Her life just crumbled. She said so many. It was almost an hour video. If I'll try to look for the link and put it there. So I watched all the video. I was just like, And the sad part of it is that Mo, the CEO, I think she's the CEO of Ebony Life, took her story and made Oloture film out of it. And funny enough, this film is a Netflix original film. According to analysts, people that watch movie, people that say about movie, they say Netflix original movie is that movie that Netflix will show to all the world. So everybody that can access Netflix can access this movie. So this woman was so pissed. The way she talked, I know the matter must have been in court, but she's so bitter, like it was her story that was taken to make a film out of, and there was no compensation for her. In fact, she said so many things. If you don't know the woman I'm talking about, this is the woman. This is her picture. This one. This is her picture. Yes. That's a picture. That's Tobore. So she said so many things. That so many things happened to her. They didn't give her credit. So after watching hers, I was like, oh, why would anyone do this? So after watching, let me go back to the film. After watching an interview, I said, okay, they didn't contact her. That was why the movie, because me watching the movie, there are so many things that weren't in place. So many loopholes. Even me, I not be movie director, but I know this movie not clear. You know, you understand? The thing not clear. So I was like, okay, if they had contacted the woman that had the experience, like true life story, maybe she would have given them some closure to wrap up some part of the movie, the lapses in the movie that make it that made it uninteresting for me. So I just feel, okay, it was a true life story, but they did not get it properly from the source. That was why some parts are missing. Because for me, some parts are missing in the movie. I did not enjoy the movie at all. So I just feel some parts are missing. So when I watched an interview, I just concluded that, okay, that was why the movie was like that. So later I said, let me go and look for the Mo that she's accusing, if she has said anything. Fortunately for me, I found Mo, the woman that made the movie, the CEO of Ebony Life. I saw her. I will look for her video, so leave it in the description bar in case you want to see the two videos to compare for yourself. The one Tobore did is almost an hour. The Mo Abdul one is not up to an hour. No, that one is less. So Mo said her own side of the story. She said the movie or the story does not because let me go back. This woman is claiming copyright claim. because it's her story. Now, Mo said she like Tobore, this woman, cannot claim copyright because she published the story with a media house, like a magazine, some time ago, 2013 or 2014, some time ago. So before they made the movie, they contacted the media house, and the media house gave them permission to make a movie out of it. Like, that's what I got to understand. So they got permission from the media houses, Premium Times or something, that's what she called. They got permission from the media house before they made the movie. And according to her, they contacted this said lady they contacted her in 2019, as at May of 2019. Mind you, Oloture was shot in 2018. So even before they contacted this woman that had the experience, that the story has, they've already shot the movie, you get. So maybe something happened, something. Let me go back. This woman stated again, the owner of the Tobore lady said she contacted a certain producer, Kenneth Giang, to help her make the story into a movie, that the Kenneth refused. But unfortunately, it's that same Kenneth that directed the Oloture movie. So this woman feels she has been cheated, she has been exploited, and she needs justice. I know definitely she's seeking legal justice. The matter go down the court, of course. But my point here is this. The way I saw that woman, nothing said, like she said, she's an investigative journalist. Presently, she's under therapy based on what she has experienced in life. She said without medication, she cannot sleep. So why would Ebony Life exploit someone of her work? No, this is not just a work that she went to go and investigate. It actually happened to her, like the way the Oloture story tells. You get. So if these things really happen, for me it's very sad. It's very annoying. Like, film, even she said film that is supposed to tell story of exploitation is being used to exploit the real owner of the story, which is very, very bad. I hope Mo settles her. I pray they settle this out of court or in court, anyhow. But my prayer, I just hope Tobore lady gets something off it, because the trauma, like what she even said, she said she only put out in the publications she made in the 2013 or 2014, she only put out what she wanted to put out. That there are a lot she did not put out, there are a lot she did not talk about. That means that the experience is just too traumatic. I just hope Ebony Life compensate this woman. I just hope so. They give her something. And this copyright, Ebony Life is claiming the woman does not own copyright to the story. If you know the woman doesn't own copyright, why did you contact her? And Ebony Life also said they gave her a proposal that they will give her 5% of the cinema running or whatever. I'm not a movie person, so I don't know what that means. They're going to give her 5%. I will leave the link to the 2 videos that inspired this video. I will leave the link in the description, but definitely I will leave the link. If you're interested, you can go watch. They gave her a proposal that they will give her 5% of the cinema running and be the earning of the movies, kiniko. But according to what I'm understanding, the Tobore lady is refusing the 5% and she wants more. But anyway, I really felt bad for this woman. I felt bad. Even when she was talking, you could see the anger in her, the bitterness in her, like the frustration in her. I just hope they resolve this and everyone is smiling. You get, I just hope they resolve this. But the way Mo is talking, they don't have money to give to her. She's not the copyright owner of the story. She's not the copyright owner, but you go contact her. She's not the copyright owner, but you went to go and contact the media house that published the story. Well, I'm not into movies. I'm not into all this copywriting, so I don't know how it works. But anyway, for me, since I'm in the street of social media, I'll talk based on where I get inspiration. For me, they should settle the woman and let the sleeping dog lie. Anyway, that is where I'm going to be ending this video. I hardly do videos like this, but this story just kind of touched me. The reason why I'm really making this video is because of the Oloture film that is overhyped. At the end of the day, the film is overhyped. I watched it, no level for the film. So I don't see anything that is hyped. Now, I now see the reason why. For me, I'm judging from my own perspective. The reason why the film not make sense, because they did not get the information from the right source. I wish they have contacted this Tobore woman from the onset. She would have given them more information to back up the story of the movie. Because the movie is just there. The movie is just there. So for that simple reason, I just hope they settle this woman and everything goes away. Anyway, I will see you guys in my next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, share, turn on post notifications. So whenever I post new video, you get notified. I will see you guys in my next one.
Your girl a wine for me conto. Your girl a wine for me kobo. Oh, your girl a wine for me conto. Your girl a wine for me kobo. Me give her one that she want. Me give her one that she want, baby. Me give her one that she